In recent years, Marvel movies have absolutely dominated the box office and have brought us some of the most memorable performances of all time. From Robert Downey Jr.'s Iron Man to Ryan Reynolds' Deadpool, some of the greatest actors in the world are lining up to play heroes from the Marvel comics. While there is fantastic writing behind every one of these characters, some of the most amazing moments from these films happen when the actors decided to go off script and just let their impulses drive them. For this video, we're taking a look at some of the best examples in our list of 10 Marvel superhero movie moments that actors did not see coming. Enjoy this video and be sure to hit the subscribe button to get more awesome Screen Rant content every single day. And before we start, can you guess this movie from these emojis? Stay tuned for the answer at the end of our video.
In a few hours, I'll know every dirty secret S.H.I.E.L.D. has ever tried to hide. Blueberry?
The Avengers, RDJ's snacks. Robert Downey Jr. has famously played badass billionaire turned superhero Tony Stark since 2008, and it seems that his personality and the characters are starting to meld into one. During the filming of The Avengers, RDJ hid snacks around the set, and as much as the crew tried, they were unable to find them all. The filmmakers decided to just go with it and make snacking part of Tony Stark's character. During one scene where the gang is talking about S.H.I.E.L.D., Robert Downey Jr. starts randomly offering blueberries to everyone and snacking down on them himself. This scene was, of course, not written into the script at all, and came as a total but admittedly pleasant surprise to his scene mates.
Father.
Thor, Odin growls. Anthony Hopkins is one of the most respected and talented actors working in Hollywood, so it was pretty cool that he agreed to play Asgardian ruler Odin in Thor. Hopkins is known for completely throwing himself into any role he does, and it turns out that this one was no different. In the scene where Odin is banishing Thor and taking away his hammer, Anthony Hopkins got so into character that when Hiddleston's Loki went to speak, he let out a totally unscripted but undeniably awesome growl. When you watch the scene, you can see the genuine surprise on Thor and Loki's faces, which makes the moment all the more memorable.
The last I saw him, an Ultron was sitting on him. Yeah, I'll be missed. That quick little bastard.
Avengers Age of Ultron Hawkeye line. Until 2015's Avengers Age of Ultron, Hawkeye was often ridiculed for being the most underused and useless member of the Avengers. The second team-up movie gave Jeremy Renner's character more to do, and the fans definitely appreciated it. On top of the action, Hawkeye and Quicksilver begin to develop a fun love-hate relationship, constantly challenging each other. At one point, Quicksilver obnoxiously speeds away from Hawkeye. The Archer then mutters the hilarious line, "Nobody would know. Last I saw him, Ultron was sitting on him." It was revealed later that this moment was completely unscripted, and something that Renner came up with on the spot.
You always wear such nice suits.
Touché.
The Incredible Hulk post-credit scene. Marvel has had their shared universe all planned out for years now, but that doesn't mean that there wasn't room for some fun improvisation, even at the beginning of the process. At the end of 2008's The Incredible Hulk, Thaddeus Thunderbolt Ross is drinking alone when Tony Stark shows up. A few jokes are made between the two before Tony Stark reveals that he is building a super team, the Avengers. The scene is great and feels very natural, so it made sense when the actors revealed that the entire dialogue was improvised. We're guessing that they were given some basic guidelines, like make sure to mention the Avengers, but the rest was left up to the actors, and the result was appreciated.
Your fiancé is an asshat.
He's not an asshat.
Watch your language, okay?
Ant-Man, three-way conversations. Ant-Man is one of the funnier Marvel movies, which makes sense when you consider that its star, Paul Rudd, has mostly been a comedic actor throughout his career. As it turns out, Rudd wasn't the only one going off script during the shooting of the heist superhero movie. The cast revealed that most of the dialogue in the scenes between Bobby Cannavale, Judy Greer, and Paul Rudd was completely improvised. The three characters are in a complicated relationship, so the fact that they were able to improvise together to create more genuine dialogue is impressive. Additionally, Michael Pena has also stated that most of his scenes with Paul Rudd featured improvised dialogue as well. All of this makes you wonder if there ever was a real script for Ant-Man, or if they just put a lot of trust in the talented cast.
You ever tried shawarma? There's a shawarma joint about 2 blocks from here. I don't know what it is, but I want to try it.
The Avengers Shawarma scene. 2012's The Avengers is still regarded as one of the best superhero movies of all time, as it was brilliantly able to blend amazing action and witty banter into one cohesive super film. The success of this franchise is in large part due to the writers, but credit must also be given to the cast, who were able to find chemistry with each other and even improvise a bunch of the lines. At the end of the movie, Robert Downey Jr.'s Tony Stark delivers one of the best unscripted moments of the film, when he suggests that the crew head out for shawarma now that they're done saving the world from Loki. This improvised line was so good that it prompted the now famous post-credit scene of the whole team chowing down together.
He has transformed himself into a giant lizard.
Do I look like the mayor of Tokyo?
The Amazing Spider-Man Godzilla joke. The first Amazing Spider-Man is actually a pretty decent movie, and it features a lot of great performances. One of the most underrated ones came from Dennis Leary, who plays Captain Stacy in the movie, and one scene has him make a pretty hilarious unscripted joke that the cast did not see coming. In the scene where Garfield's Spider-Man is trying to warn Stacy and the rest of the police force about a giant crazy lizard on the loose, Leary quickly hits him back with an improvised joke about Godzilla. The joke took the rest of the cast by surprise, but they were able to stay in character, and the great moment was able to make it into the film in its purest form.
Bunch of jackasses standing in a circle.
Guardians of the Galaxy, Rocket Raccoon. Chris Pratt has gotten a lot of credit for the great improvised moments that he brought to Guardians of the Galaxy, but it turns out he wasn't the only one bringing the unscripted magic. While Bradley Cooper voiced Rocket Raccoon, it was actually director James Gunn's brother Sean Gunn who played the pre-CGI'd raccoon during filming, and it turns out he came up with one of the best lines all on his own. The line comes when the team is all gearing up and agreeing to head off on their final and presumably fateful mission. Rocket Raccoon utters the line, "We're all standing now, bunch of jackasses standing in a circle," which turns out to have been a completely unplanned moment courtesy of Sean Gunn.
You look like an avocado. Had sex with an older, more disgusting avocado. Yeah.
Deadpool, you look like joke. Deadpool was one of the best movies of 2016, and it's now even being recognized with major award nominations. The script for the film was amazing, but when you put hilarious guys like Ryan Reynolds and TJ Miller together, you're bound to end up with some pretty great unscripted moments. The best improvised moments from Deadpool didn't actually make it into the theatrical release, but they can now be found online and in the DVD special features. In the scene where Reynolds is showing his post-operation face to TJ Miller, the two actors were given the green light to improvise and riff out as many zingers as they could. One of the most hilarious moments that was deemed too racy for the R-rated flick came when Miller said, "You look like a trucker took a shit on your shoulders and then shaped ears onto it." We understand why all these lines couldn't make the final cut, but they're awesome nonetheless.
How'd you feel?
Captain America: The First Avenger, admiring. There is no denying that Chris Evans got incredibly jacked to play Steve Rogers in Captain America: The First Avenger, and we imagine that a lot of people on set were taken by his incredible physique. Now usually that type of admiration stays out of the actual production, but it turns out that Haley Atwell, who plays Peggy Carter in the film, was unable to control herself. In the scene where Chris Evans first emerges as the jacked up super soldier, Atwell can't help but instinctively reach out and grab his giant pec. This scene is hilariously genuine, as it turns out that it was totally unplanned. Evans reacted naturally, and the moment was able to stay in the film.
We're not finished yet.
And then shawarma after.
So there's our list of 10 Marvel superhero movie moments that actors did not see coming. Which of these moments is your favorite? Are there any other unscripted Marvel moments that you love? And the answer to the movie emoji is... Did you get the right answer? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to like the video and subscribe to Screen Rant for more fun videos like this one.